Yo guys, so brake lines in, well, internal brake lines are in anyway. Need to order some more fittings and whatnot to do to actually get them up to the brakes themselves, but that is all ordered and waiting for them to come in. I have popped down and I redid the lines from the reservoir pots because remember they were really long. So I've redone those. I'll show you them in a sec. What else has been going on? Not a lot really. I've decided to actually press on with trying to get this thing fired up rather than beating around the bush to say. So what we're doing today is we're going to rip the fuel system out. So everything in the back, fuel cell, pumps, all of that swirl part is all going to come out. I'm going to clean it all out, blow it all out with the airline, put the lid, the cap back on the fuel cell and whatnot, tighten it all up, make sure it's 100% when it all done, put it all back in. And then we know that that part is all done and ready to go. And then what we can do is come forward to the engine, which will be a case of ripping everything off the engine. So the inlet, turbo manifold, all of that all's got to come off, new gaskets go on. There's a few little bits I've got to finish. I've got to put a few ports on the inlet manifold and whatnot, but we'll get to that. So yeah, I'll show you the, let me take you off here quickly. So I will show you the brake lines that are all redone, as you can see. Let me move these out of the way. Yeah, so those are all now done. I've made some new low hoses from the reservoir pots, and yeah, tidied it all up. I'm gonna redo this plate. I'm gonna make a better and nicer one, because what I want to do is put a raised floor, not raised, but I want to level the floor out with like an aluminium sort of mat, almost like an aluminium floor, which will sit tight all the way around. And then what I'll do is I'm going to redo one of these out of aluminium that will just go all the way around and around the corner and just tighten it all up, tidy it all up. So I'm going to order some alley sheet to redo that. Yeah, tied all these up. So I got these, the little tip, so these little clips here. Now these are actually spark plug dividers, spark plug lead or ignition lead dividers. They're really cheap and they work really well. They're like £3 for a set of 6. So yeah, they're ideal at sort of keeping it all neat and tidy. What I might do is actually have them fixed like against the tunnel and in the floor, so that's nice and tight. So yeah, brake lines, clutch lines, all of that is now in and ready to bleed up. Like I said, I'm going to make a new plate and a floor piece at some point. So yeah, today's job, rip all of this out, clean it all out, blow it all out, and then go through and just make sure everything, when it goes back in, just make sure it's all tight and neat. I'm actually going to change this. So I did have this return going into the fuel cell, but after reading up and looking about, a lot of people say it's actually better to put it into the swirl pot, because then you've always got the swirl pot full of, it's more fuel basically going back into the swirl pot. So yeah, that's today's job, guys. We'll get that done. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I've got to do a little bit of welding to the swirl pot, and then we can move forward to the engine and start buttoning up all the little bits on the engine. Sound. Cheers guys. Bye.
Wave. Look, why you mad? Get to the bag. Long face, duck a case, get the cash. I've been living fast, still far from average. Real talk, all this shit is right outside what I imagine. Young, black and raspy, catch me with a lab beyond. Nigga make the slap that make her body do magic. Won't stop till my bank account magnets. Looking like I'm still running paper routes backwards. Money bags, no advance, snap back like a rubber band. Pretty thing with a suntan, make it bounce back when she do the dance. Caught my song, we supposed to pick. See your things through a different lens. Living fast, only one chance. Never pans how we do the plans. Right? I practice what I preach. They lie or put her out my way, then get lost to see. Not sure what you wanted, but I'm what you need. I know my high just started, better hit a peak, yeah. Wave, used to just wanna blend in. Big flex, how I do the syntax now that I got the attention. On the rig, you make it really hard, I just wanna be friends. Treat the night like a vignette for what's coming next, hard to see the end. Yeah, I tread water in the deep end. I'll die young and live plenty days on my defense. In real life, just pretend, let them sleep in. Reach a life feeling like a never-ending repeat of the weekend. I can't believe it. Yeah, got it. Switch up how I breathe every time I see it. Yeah, knowing what you want, I know just what you need. Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing, I got you falling through for the weekend. Chance I put it down, how you need it. Bet I make it all, don't wanna leave it. Ain't nobody realist, it's been added something rigorous. I traded in the cars, it was lost for the dividends. I'm calm, but the temperament been strong when I pencil in. Phone steady, jumping, screening calls like I'm flipping bricks. Got everybody tapping in, but you been kept it solid. When you look me in the eyes, subtle till I know you got it. When you do the sauce, make me want it a la carte. Caught me looking at it like the bullseye of the target, double tap it. Since day one, but I'm seasoned. Put the work in off season. Talk like they ball hard, when all they really do is reach in. Limit time, hearing small talk. Speaking dreams to existence like a young king at the Lincoln. Big facts for the pretense. Link up, we can sync up. Been in the field off the long snap, back a big talk. Better sink in to the whole squad, get a ring ting. Let the ops tell us thing then. Recent life feeling like a never ending repeat of the weekend. I can't believe it. Yeah, life. You switch up how I breathe every time I see it. Yeah, knowing what you want, I know just what you need. Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing, I got you falling through for the weekend. Chance I put it down, how you need it. Bet I make it all, don't wanna leave it. You switch up how I breathe every time I see it. Yeah, knowing what you want, I know just what you need. Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing, I got you falling through for the weekend. Chance I put it down, how you need it. Bet I make it all, don't wanna leave it.
Yeah, baby. Wonder if all my bad decisions get accounted in the algorithms. No statistician could dissuade me from my bigger vision. I know my occupation's quite an unlikely place in this world to occupy and talk about upon a daily basis. Our information's predetermined by some biased business. We all in sermon to Silicon that push out lovely neighbors. I'm done with paper chasing, think I'm on to bigger banquets. This that full circle, new wave, energy on a Tuesday. Turn a blue day to a bright hue, yellow with a smooth A in hair. Extra fruity the brand, you can't move me. The music is man, it's a con job, but fuck it, it's grand. Been blessed with a great hand amongst many that stank. And yeah, it took some hard work, but blind luck play a huge role. And if they say that it don't, when they feeding you fool's gold. And if I know one thing, the truth's home. Even if it's a tough thing to swallow, an even harder thing to hold and truly know without a doubt while on the globe. And even though that seems inherent, it ain't always so apparent. Dangle carrot, you ain't always gonna get it. But don't worry, it's a pretty February in a year with more to carry, and more days is yet to come under the sun taking the ferry to the city, where the moment's extra pretty, like the people, like the idea that I keep inside my brain that isn't equal to the real world. All that stress ain't saving me fear though. I swear to God I'm trying, but they pushing their demons down my esophagus, screaming the easy life, what I want always. Praise made up holidays, tell me that love is the answer just to boost this economy. Buy more sell now, but I ain't following. I ain't a hollow man, I'm full of them fall winds. Take it all with a tall grin, and if you feel it, do it with me.
Cool, right guys, so fuel system's done, all nipped up. As you saw, I changed the fuel return. So now we're going to dive into the engine, start pulling some bits off this and finishing off all the little bits in the engine bay, and hopefully get a little bit closer to firing this old girl up. Sound, cheers. Cool, so I forgot to hit record, so you didn't really see any of the stripping down stuff. But yeah, it's I've got it down to this section. I'm not going to take everything off because I don't want to have shit stuff lying around everywhere. So I've taken the inlet off, intercooler and whatnot. Just done a bit of welding on the intercooler for the welded up the oil cooler mounts properly on that. Now what we're going to do is, if I can find it. Out. So find it all in there. So we've got to weld this on, which is just like a port outlet, and we need to weld. I need to make something for this, which is the inlet temp sensor, but this is off a 20 valve turbo, so like Mark 4, whatnot. These are better than the standard VR ones, so I'm changing it for this, but obviously it doesn't really mount in there very well, so I need to make something up, which I will probably sort of turn up on the lathe and mess around with. So we'll do that, and then we'll start cutting and drilling and welding. Sound? Cheers. Right, sound. So we've got to find a home for this. Should probably just be there somewhere, and then a home for this to go in. So fingers crossed I can make something up for that. Anyway, get on. Cheers.
And just sing what the song says. Take it all for what it is. It ain't all so big. So big, so big, so big. Take it all for what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. It ain't all so big. It ain't all so big. You see, I think the snozberry's gonna taste like snozberries. It can be pretty weird if they tasted any other way. Today's just another day amongst many. Wouldn't wanna spend it any other way. Except with friendly people bumping Benzie box with a cup full of Henny, selling smiles by the lot. There's some wholesale, that's the only thing I got. Well, except for drug-addled downer, always drowning in the pot. But let's skip the minor details and get to moving through the plot. There's a potluck party popping off kind of song. This is shit you go and tell your moms to play at junior prom. It's a rolly backpack anthem, like damn, awkward was hard. This for my real ones, eating Kit Kats, whole bar. This for my best friends, who are falling in love. Hope your heart's ready for the best yet to come. This for my couch surfing kings, yo baby, what's up? I wrote you a song, you better throw this thing hard. Take it all for what it is. It ain't all so big. So big, so big, so big, so big. Take it all for what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. It ain't all so big. It ain't all so big.
So it guys, now we're on. It's not my greatest at welding, but now we're on. You're not really going to see them. So I've got all the ports there, which will be vacuums and whatnot. Then inlet temp sensor in there, gone in the middle. It's probably going to be the best guess. Right, just need to blow it out, make sure there's no too many metal filings in there for when I do fire it up. So yeah, that's manifold pretty much done now, 100% done. I still got to try and figure out this bit of play. Like sort of there's that much play in it, like I was saying before anything happens. So I'm not getting full throttle. So if you have a look with that fully open, oh no, hang on. So if like that's fully on the throttle, but there's still all that movement. So it's these little bits in there, look. So yeah, I need to try and figure out how I'm going to fix that. I'm not sure how yet. So that's another little job to do. But yeah, inlet's done. What else? Let's go over to the car and just have a look over it and see what else. So I've got new gaskets. I'll leave that on for now. So I tightened up and bolted up the oil feed, so that's done. Oil lines for the air cooler are done and tightened up. Intercooler is now done, so that can go back on. Alternator's on. Got the right belt, that's on. Oil return for the turbo can stay. The turbo will be coming off because I need to take the manifold off. There's a little weld I missed just around there, I think, which I need to do, and there's also need to put a new gasket on the back as well. Yeah, so at the moment that's about it. I mean, pretty happy with where I've got so far. I think what I'm going to do is probably going to call it quits for the day, and then get back down there as soon as possible, get the manifold on with a new gasket, and that'll be done, bolted up, ready to go. Cool. Right, cheers for watching, guys. Oh, that's bright, isn't it? Yeah, so cheers for watching. I will be, don't know when I'm coming back down here yet, but hopefully soon, to get this thing a bit closer. Basically, once this engine's all done and checked over and buttoned up, I can then go back inside and put the wiring loom, the fuse board and everything back in, and the dash in and so on. So hopefully, guys, we're not too far away. I'm happy I've got all that fuel system done and finished. Looks quite tidy as well. Glad I moved that fuel return. So yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there, a little bit at a time. Sound right. Cheers, guys. I will see you soon. Cheers.